Solar train. How about solar-powered trains? We've heard of cars and planes running on solar energy, but what about trains? A group of enthusiasts from Byronshire, Australia converted a regular two-carriage train to run on electric power and solar energy. It's a great example of how to use resources efficiently. Volunteers, led by experienced engineers, restored a retro 1949 train. After years of sitting idle in a train graveyard, the train is now back in service, transporting over 100,000 passengers per year. The train has a second life as the world's first ecologically clean train. Two electric motors are powered by solar energy from 6.5 kilowatt solar panels on the roof of the carriages. The onboard lithium-ion batteries are also charged during braking and while stationary at the departure station from 30 kilowatt solar panels on the roof. The train requires only 23% of the energy generated by the solar panels to operate along the route, with the remainder of the clean energy being fed back into the county's power grid. A drone courier. What's innovative about it, you might ask? Although there are already dozens of such projects, we're confident that the electric UAV Cyclotech, which has already been tested by its developers, will definitely surprise you. The main feature of this novelty is the engines, which have a cylindrical shape and resemble more the wheels of a car than the motors of a drone. The conceptual drone is equipped with 4 cylinders. They have the advantage of changing the angle of inclination of the blades during movement, thus adjusting the thrust in a full 360-degree circle, up, down, forward, backward, whereas all other systems can only push or pull in one direction. Thanks to such engines, Cyclotech has excellent maneuverability and is easier to control in crosswind conditions. Rotor technology could revolutionize and enable the development of next-generation aircraft. The Disney company greatly amazed its audience when they shared their vivid vision of how a new robot prototype they are working on will look like. Robot Rabbit is unlike other robots, as it can move using completely new methods. It can fall down and get up, it can tumble, and it can even get out of its box. But the most significant thing is that it can ride roller skates at a considerable speed with impeccable balance. As you may notice, the robot looks a lot like Disney's Zootopia main character, Judy Hopps. Further, the concept is expected to be used in new Disneyland parks as food and drink peddlers. Who knows, someday Robot Rabbit will beat the legendary Atlas robot with its incredible tricks. Zipline P2. The coronavirus epidemic has forced developers to look for new ways of delivering goods that minimize contact between people. One such development is the P2 Zip drone from the American company Zipline. Such a device is capable of carrying cargo weighing up to 8 pounds over a distance of up to 10 miles and delivering packages to the customer's doorstep. According to company representatives, the device can cover 10 miles in 10 minutes, which is 7 times faster than most existing services. To deliver an order, the P2 Zip hangs at a height of about 300 feet above the desired location and lowers a droid on a rope equipped with a maneuvering engine. Upon reaching the surface, the delivery robot opens the doors of the cargo hatch at the bottom of the body and leaves the package in the designated location. After that, the drone lifts the droid back up. Prem NRL Space Solar. How to overcome the limitations of solar energy on Earth? What if we could place solar panels in space and transmit energy to Earth? It sounds like science fiction, but such work is already underway. The Space Solar project of the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory is testing the ability to generate and convert energy on space satellites. A prototype of a space-based power station, the Photovoltaic Radio Frequency Antenna Module (PRAM), has been tested in low Earth orbit. As part of the experiment, successful testing of transmitting equipment was conducted, which converted solar energy through solar panels mounted on the satellite and successfully directed electricity in the form of microwave beams to Earth. The success of this experiment gives hope that in the near future, we will have a clean energy source available 24/7. Aptera Launch Edition. Electric cars are a great alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles. However, imagine a global catastrophe that led to a complete shutdown of all power grids. This would be a problem for most electric cars, but not for the new Aptera Launch Edition. The batteries in this car can be charged not only from an external power source, but also from solar panels installed on the body. According to the manufacturer, on a clear day, the electric car can receive a charge sufficient for 40 miles of travel in just one day. If you only drive in the city, this is enough to avoid charging the batteries from the power grid. The car's range is 400 miles. Therefore, to fully charge the battery from 0 to 100%, you need to leave the electric car outside in sunny weather for 10 days. The electric car is dynamic, accelerating to 62 miles per hour in 4 seconds, and its maximum speed has been limited to 101 miles per hour. Perhaps you've seen scenes in movies where police officers hide behind car doors during a shootout. However, in reality, it's not the best solution, because even a small caliber pistol can easily shoot through a car. To address this issue, the company Hardwire has developed armor for police vehicles. It's designed using the same ballistic technology used in military vehicles. Unlike the external B-kit armor used in military vehicles, the interceptor is installed inside the car. It quickly attaches to the vehicle's body without any additional complexity. The transparent insert for the armored windows perfectly fits standard car windows and does not obstruct the passenger's view. The new interceptor armor provides protection from pistols and shotguns in the standard version, and in the reinforced version, it can even defend against rifles. Police officers are now completely safe. In the automotive industry in the USA alone, over $165 billion is spent annually on fuel. Now imagine the expenses worldwide. Engineers from Inventions company have addressed this problem and found a solution. They have invented special aerodynamic devices called Aerodyme for semi-trailers to improve the fuel efficiency of transportation. Aerodyme allows changing the shape of the trailer, making it more streamlined, which reduces resistance force by 10% and decreases fuel consumption by 5%. It may not seem like much, but on a national scale like the USA, this simple solution can save $8 billion per year. Moreover, Aerodyme reduces harmful emissions and operates fully automatically without interfering with the trailer doors opening. As you can see, even a few pieces of metal and fabric can be incredibly useful in the skilled hands of engineers. Rivers carry annually from 0.8 to 2.7 million tons of plastic into the ocean. That's equivalent to 66,000 to 225,000 double-decker buses. To reduce the amount of plastic entering our global waters, an autonomous system called Cleaning Plastic Trash comes to the rescue. What sets it apart from other similar inventions is that it doesn't impede ships from navigating the river. When it encounters boats, the device allows them to pass through and then returns to its position. The system consists of several gears that rotate using the river's current. When it encounters boats, the device allows them to pass through and then returns to its position. The system consists of several gears that rotate using the river's current. They work together to gather and collect the plastic until it reaches a storage container. The best part is that this system operates without any additional power source and doesn't generate any waste. Its design ensures zero impact on the ecosystem. Depending on the river's size and flow, the system size can be adjusted for maximum efficiency. And now, exciting news for robot enthusiasts. The well-known robot Nitinol has received an upgrade with 4 wheels and new capabilities. It can now simply roll, stand, move on 2 legs, and climb stairs. On a smooth surface, the robot can smoothly roll along. But when it encounters obstacles like stairs, it can walk like a typical 4-legged robot. For this, all its wheels lock and it switches to walking mode. Moreover, the robot can both ascend and descend stairs. Another remarkable feature of this device is its ability to balance on its 2 hind wheels. In this position, the robot can receive packages from customers and place them in its cargo compartment on its back. The manufacturer plans to use Nitinol for delivery services in urban environments. Czech company Katanga has introduced a unique motorized velomobile, the VM45, which can reach speeds of up to 28 miles per hour. As of today, this is a record for such vehicles. The velomobile's body is made from a composite material. Weighing 174 pounds, the VM45 can carry loads of up to 266 pounds. Its cargo capacity is 92 gallons. The transmission includes 7 speeds, automatic gear shifting, and a 750-watt electric motor. The velomobile also features front and rear lighting systems and dual side mirrors. The VM45 is powered by a 1,240 watt-hour lithium-ion battery, which should be sufficient for a range of 158 miles. There will also be a model available without a motor. It is expected that the price of the non-motorized version will be around $12,108, while the motorized version will cost approximately $14,310. A drone that can dive from a height of 490 feet at a speed of 80 miles per hour. To achieve this, the drone folds its wings in the air and, like a cormorant, plunges downward. This design also helps reduce resistance while moving underwater. The Dipper can swim for 10 minutes at a speed of 6 miles per hour. Furthermore, a unique feature of this innovative drone is that it uses a single engine for both aerial and propeller propulsion. After underwater navigation, the UAV resurfaces, spreads its wings, and takes off from the water surface. Swift transition between the propellers is made possible by a unique coupling system, for which there are no analogs in the world. The first thing people notice when they see this robotic hand is how much it resembles a real human hand. The clone Hand 16 robotic hand surpasses all similar devices in this aspect. The robotic hand has 27 degrees of freedom, including all thumb joints, giving it an even closer resemblance to a human hand. The way it holds objects, a tennis ball, a saw, a medicine bottle, a dumbbell, and even a drill, is so natural that it truly blows the mind. The robotic clone hand is just one part of the world's first biomimetic android with human-level hands, which specialists from Clone Robotics are currently working on. The device is equipped with a state-of-the-art batch of 36 waterproof electro-hydraulic valves with pressure sensors. According to the developers, this is the strongest, fastest, and most durable hand clone with a working load of 15 pounds and a response time of 50 to 100 milliseconds. In 2011, a terrible collision occurred between 2 high-speed trains in China. Since then, Chinese railway companies have taken the safety of such locomotives seriously. The result of their efforts was an innovative passive safety system. Its effectiveness was confirmed during a special crash test. In the test, one train's cabin remained stationary while the second locomotive crashed into it at high speed. As a result, the cabins of both trains were undamaged after the collision. This became possible thanks to special dampers that absorb the impact energy and fold inward during a crash. It's worth noting that there was no derailment or loss of control for either train. Currently, the manufacturer is working to ensure the system's safety at even higher speeds. Introducing to you the eco-friendly grill that allows cooking solely using solar energy. The core component of the system is a detachable panel with mirrors spanning an area of 62 square feet, which collects sunlight and concentrates it at a single point. You've probably tried to start a fire using a magnifying glass before. Well, this is the same principle, just on a larger scale. Through this focusing, the temperature at a specific point rises to a temperature high enough for cooking meats, much like on a regular grill. This solution aims to reduce the consumption of natural fuel used to power the grill and the amount of harmful emissions released into the atmosphere during its combustion. This invention is particularly relevant for third-world countries, where millions of people live without access to electricity and natural fuel sources. Norwegian company Hague Aqua has introduced a pilot version of the new innovative technology called VBAT for industrial salmon farming. It's a completely enclosed system with a hull made from a composite and polymer mixture. The egg-shaped tank design deflects external forces and forms a sturdy geometric structure. A dome on it prevents waves from entering inside. Moreover, it provides a secure and safe area for the workforce. 90% of the tank is submerged underwater and is not visible during operation. The remaining 10% is above water and is meant for air ventilation within the system. The technology features separate water inflow and outflow. Waste, including fecal matter, is collected in a specialized reservoir and subsequently processed. Water inlets and outlets have dual protection, preventing fish escape and ensuring reliable protection against predators. One kilogram of gaseous hydrogen on the US market costs about $16. The SolarisKit home solar panel will allow you to produce up to 250 liters of this substance per day, absolutely free of charge. Externally, this device resembles a regular solar panel. However, it converts sunlight not into electrical energy, but into hydrogen. This gas can then be used for heating your home or refueling a hydrogen-powered vehicle. The conversion efficiency of such a panel is 15%, which is currently a world record. In terms of practical application of this technology, according to researchers' opinions, you can easily get through the winter with 20 of these panels on your roof. The only requirement is that your home should be well insulated. The panels are not yet ready for large-scale production, but the possibility of small-scale manufacturing is already being considered. Therefore, it is quite likely that the hydrogen platform may appear on the market as early as 2030. OmniFlow combines the properties of two previous inventions, wind turbines and solar panels. Thus, the equipment can accumulate and convert not only wind energy but also solar energy. Unlike other similar devices, the generator is positioned parallel to the ground. This is due to the special design of the turbine, which operates on the principle of an airplane wing. Moreover, the device can work regardless of the wind direction. The maximum power of the wind turbine is 3,000 watts. The device's blades start rotating even at a wind speed of only 1.5 meters per second, which is likened to a gentle breeze that can barely be felt on the face. It is anticipated that such equipment will serve as an excellent replacement for regular streetlights. Currently, several test samples of these hybrid installations have already been installed in the harbor of the Portuguese town of Porto. VBAT. After numerous trials on land and at sea, the US Army has chosen the new VBAT vertical takeoff landing UAV. The drone takes off and lands using its tail. Thanks to the innovative design of the supporting element, it does go smoothly and gently. The drone flies horizontally. For ground-based air defense systems, it is a difficult target because, unlike takeoff and landing, its flight dynamics are sufficiently aggressive. The drone is capable of taking off and landing on stationary and moving platforms less than 4 by 4 meters in any conditions. It is also equipped with a ducted fan that accelerates the device up to 86 miles per hour and provides a flight altitude of up to 15,000 feet. The UAV can remain airborne for up to 8 hours with fuel reserves for an additional hour. Thanks to interchangeable modules, the VBAT can be used for surveillance, reconnaissance, and air support of combat groups. Copter Pack. Superman, Batman. The idea of independent flight has long dominated in comics and movies. Until recently, people were limited to just parachutes and wingsuits. Now, however, flight technology has reached a new level thanks to autonomous backpacks. The Copter Pack, unlike other similar devices, runs on electricity rather than fossil fuels. The rechargeable batteries are attached to a rigid backpack frame and power 2 propellers, each about 3 feet in diameter. The device is controlled using joysticks located on the armrests. At this time, the manufacturer does not disclose details about how much weight the copter can lift or how long its batteries last. However, it can already be said that the Copter Pack is a great green alternative to jetpacks. While the popularity of subcutaneous implants which provide one-touch payments by hand constantly grows, Chinese inventors went far and developed an easier method to pay instantly. The brand new payment method known as palm payment allows you to pay with just your bare hand. You can forget about bank cards, phone NFC payments, smartwatches, and subcutaneous implants. All you need to complete a transaction successfully is to bring your hand to a special device. It instantly identifies your unique handprint and initiates the transaction through the account on the WeChat app automatically. The service is available today for all residents of the Chinese mainland who pass the procedure of personal identification. But it's not the end, of course. Further, this payment method is expected to be used in offices, universities, stores, and restaurants. The patients who pass the gastroscopy procedure at least once in their lives know for sure how torturing it could be. The Annex Robotica company truly understands this, and for this reason, it offers an excellent solution to this problem. The Navicam system is a magnetically controlled capsule endoscopic system, consisting of a disposable, swallowable capsule and a magnet connected to a doctor-controlled console. The capsule contains a camera which captures the image using wireless communication. The operator can control the movement and direction of the capsule with the help of the console to maintain visualization of the whole stomach. Navicam beats casual gastroscopy with its multiple advantages. It is safe, painless, and lasts approximately 20 minutes. Moreover, during the research which compared Navicam with traditional gastroscopy, it was detected that the accuracy of a new method is no lower than that of a traditional one. Besides, 335 patients out of 350 who participated in the research preferred to pass the Navicam examination. We hope this device will soon become available to the public. You all know about the Boston Dynamics robot Atlas capable of incredible tricks. Until recently, no one could surpass it. But now it should beware because a worthy competitor has emerged. The Chinese company Fourier Intelligence claims that they plan to produce 100 GR1 humanoid robots by the end of this year. So, what do these robots look like? GR1 is a versatile humanoid robot designed for a wide range of tasks. With a height of 165 centimeters and a weight of 55 kilograms. The bot will have a maximum walking speed of about 5 kilometers per hour, and its powerful electric motors will allow GR1 to withstand impressive loads of up to 50 kilograms. For comparison, Atlas can only handle 11 kilograms. While GR1 may not be as agile, it is definitely stepping up to become an excellent assistant to humans performing difficult tasks. Hot water is a luxury that many of us take for granted. However, in many parts of the world, hot water is as valuable as gold, and solar energy is used to extract it. The Scottish invention SolarisKit is a compact and user-friendly solar water heater that can be assembled by a single person in just 15 minutes. The kit consists of a plastic pyramid-shaped frame and a prism in which a plastic tube is rolled up. Cold water is supplied to the bottom of the device and then passes through the structure, heating up to 50 degrees Celsius. Warm water comes out from the other end for bathing or washing. Perhaps the best thing about this invention is its price. SolarisKit only costs $100, making it much more affordable for households in various regions. Have you ever wondered where the garbage from the ISS goes? The answer is simple: astronauts shoot it away. Traditionally, waste from the ISS is stored in a cargo spacecraft, which delivers supplies and equipment to the astronauts, and then remains attached until it is filled with garbage, which is not very convenient. Now, astronauts have a way to shoot the trash away into space. In the new system, a gateway called Bishop is used. When the garbage leaves the gateway, it completely burns up in the atmosphere, so it does not worsen the problem of cluttering up the orbit. From now on, apartments can be transported right on a helicopter. No, we're not talking about regular apartments here, but rather modular buildings from Boxabl. Boxabl Casita is a prefabricated apartment with one bedroom, a full-size kitchen, a living room, and a sleeping area, equipped with everything you need for comfortable living. The apartment comes with all the basic utilities and amenities pre-installed inside. You don't have to worry about its strength either, as Casita is made of steel, concrete, and styrofoam, and the roof, walls, and floor are made of structurally layered panels. This makes them even stronger than a traditionally constructed building. You can unpack such an apartment anywhere within an hour, so if you urgently need housing, you know where to turn to. In a recent report by BBC, it is mentioned that the police increasingly need a safe way to stop suspicious vehicles. And now, such a solution has been found. RF Safe Stop is a system that can stop engines remotely. The setup sends electronic pulses towards the vehicles and forces their engines to shut down. As a non-lethal weapon, this system can disable engines not only in cars, but also in motorcycles, trucks, and small boats, accomplishing the task within seconds at a distance of up to 50 meters. One of the main applications of RF Safe Stop is to stop vehicles suspected of terrorism. It's better Modern wind turbines spoil landscapes and create a lot of noise. Sometimes, strong gusts of wind can damage the turbines and their surroundings. The new type of wind turbine called Wind Lens aims to eliminate these risks. Additionally, this innovative wind turbine can triple the amount of electricity generated. The future's ultra-efficient devices will look quite different from today's wind turbines. They will be designed like honeycomb cells. The main part of the device is a simple ring which significantly enhances wind energy capture compared to the wind turbines currently in use. The system also includes a turbine that is set in motion by the wind captured through the ring, generating electricity. Each lens, with a diameter of 367 feet, can power an average-sized household with electrical energy. Would you like to have a smartphone that projects information onto your palm or any other surface? Then you'll be interested in the innovative device called AI Pin with artificial intelligence. The gadget was introduced by former Apple design director Imran Chaudhry and his team at TED 2023 in Vancouver. The Humane AI pin is a wearable projector that attaches to clothing and functions as a virtual smartphone, displaying apps, calls, and voice assistant on your hands or surfaces. The device has hidden sensors to activate the camera and built-in speakers, allowing users to communicate, take photos, and record videos. The device can be attached to a shirt pocket and operated using voice commands. Chaudhry adds that the user doesn't even need a smartphone or any other electronics to pair with the Humane AI pin. They just need to wear or attach it to their clothing to activate its functions. Developers claim that they plan to release the gadget on the market as early as 2023. Can you imagine a game of soccer with robots? It's likely to become a reality soon, thanks to the startup OP3 Soccer. In this project, robots are trained to play soccer using artificial intelligence AI. They learn various skills from real soccer players. By attaching motion trackers to professional players, the project's researchers gather data on their movements, and then they use AI to teach the robots different soccer tricks. Another impressive feature of these robots is their ability to get back up on their own after falling, and they do it quickly and confidently. Have you ever imagined that a full-fledged wind power station could easily fit in the pocket of your backpack? Shine Turbine is a powerful wind generator that allows you to harness electricity even with gentle gusts of wind. The device weighs only 3 pounds and can set up from its compact state to a working condition in just 2 minutes. Despite its small size, this wind generator is capable of producing up to 40 watts of power. It utilizes a 12,000 mAh rechargeable battery as a storage unit, and its primary purpose is to charge gadgets with specifications of 5 volts and 2.4 amps. To facilitate this, the turbine is equipped with 2 separate USB ports. What's interesting is that you don't need to manually catch the wind. The generator housing automatically rotates on its support to face the wind direction. The equipment has an IP54 water resistance rating, allowing you to use it not only during mountain hikes or in the forest, but also by the waterfront and even in rainy conditions. Another option for an unusual wind generator is the Skegness device. This turbine stands at a height of 6 feet and is installed in a vertical position. According to the manufacturer, this technology will revolutionize green energy. The turbines are omnidirectional, allowing them to capture wind from all directions without needing to rotate, and making them low maintenance. The wind generator can be easily lifted onto a roof using a standard crane. Its silent operation and absence of vibrations make it inconspicuous for people inside the building. Additionally, the generator can be connected to a home's electrical grid as an additional or backup power source. Currently, this technology is in the testing phase. One of the turbines is located on the Skegness Pier and provides nighttime illumination for a historical landmark. The second turbine is installed on the roof of a factory in Spalding, providing lighting for one of the factory sections. Dust removal from solar panels without water. Dust, bird droppings, chemicals, and organic matter reduce the amount of light that reaches the solar cell. On average, the efficiency of a dirty solar panel is reduced by 20 to 25%, and in some cases by half. Typically, solar modules are cleaned by mechanically brushing and using a lot of water. This method is expensive and inaccessible in areas where there is a lack of clean water resources. For this reason, researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have developed a technology that cleans without water and without contact with the surface of the panel. An electrode is used which moves along guide rails using an electric drive. The electrode moves as close as possible to the surface of the solar module and electrifies the layer of dust. Dust particles with similar charges bounce off the surface of the module when it gets a charge of the same sign. The process is fully automated and occurs without human intervention. Perovskite PV. Solar energy technologies are reaching a completely new level. Sol Technologies has announced that their perovskite PV has achieved an incredible 31% efficiency, which is a very high result for this type of solar cell. Perovskite solar panels are a new type of solar cell that is produced on an ultra-thin plastic substrate using inkjet printing. At the same output, PSCs are significantly thinner than silicon photovoltaic cells, and the spectrum of light they absorb is wider. The cost of 1 watt of perovskite power is 5 to 7 times lower than that of silicon. In addition, they can be made with relatively inexpensive and easily accessible materials, which can reduce production costs. Thanks to their flexibility, perovskite solar panels can be used in wearable devices, clothing, cars, and can be installed on curved surfaces such as roofs and building walls, allowing for maximum use of solar energy. Perovskite solar panels have recently found new users, such as curtains. Polish company Zabka and Sol Technologies have gone even further to install new dynamic pricing tags based on perovskite technology in their stores, which allows prices to be simultaneously changed across the entire retail network and automatically reduce the price of products that are approaching their expiration date. SolShare. Have you ever thought about the unused potential of many apartment building roofs? This space can be used in various ways, but the company SolShare presents the most efficient method. They have installed solar panels on the roof of a 24-apartment building in Wales as part of a pilot project funded by the county government. SolShare is a set of panels, inverters, and batteries that convert energy from solar panels into AC power. The social meaning of the project is to distribute the electricity generated by the solar installation fairly among the building's tenants. None of the 24 tenants had to pay a penny for the expensive equipment. Now, solar kilowatts covers between 55 and 75% of the building's electricity needs, and each apartment pays half as much. SolShare is not the first solar project for Australian company Allume Energy. The challenge for the company's engineers was to find a solution for optimizing energy distribution between apartments. No one in the world had done this before Allume Energy. Beta.ey. Without being limited to established approaches, a true scientist can develop more economical and environmentally friendly technologies. For example, finding a way to capture more solar energy without increasing the surface area of solar panels. Inventor Andre Brassel set out to collect the maximum amount of energy from both solar and even lunar light. The result of his work is the transparent sphere Beta.ey, which, like a lens, focuses the solar flux on a photovoltaic cell. Due to the dense and stable flow of light, the small-sized solar module delivers power comparable to that of a large battery. To catch the brightest rays and work in low-light conditions, Beta.ey features a motorized sun tracking system. The electric motor rotates the photovoltaic cell block on 2 axes, and the solar module is precisely positioned on the sun with the help of cameras. The sphere can be used like conventional solar panels to increase a building's energy consumption, and potentially as a charging station for electric vehicles. Another interesting proposal is to use this technology as window-like devices that collect solar energy, although it may take some time to get used to the inverted view of the outside world. Portsmouth Cherbourg Ferry covers its route through the English Channel in 2 hours. But what if we told you that you could comfortably cover this distance in just 20 minutes? Introducing the innovative high-speed electric hydrofoil sea gliders. The machine was developed, tested, and already put into production by the American company Regent. This new electric aircraft takes off and lands on water just like a hydroplane, but flies at a speed of 180 miles per hour over the surface of the water. The main feature of the Sea Gliders project is the use of the ground effect. This means flying at a low altitude above the sea to increase lift from the air cushion between the wings and the water. The new vehicles will be able to service routes up to 180 miles at a speed of 180 miles per hour. And after the development of new batteries, the range will expand to 497 miles. Hyperion. Look at this incredible car. You might not immediately understand what it is. some sort of Tony Stark-esque fantasy technology. It's actually a real hypercar called the Hyperion, powered by hydrogen fuel. The car doesn't use lithium-ion batteries, which are commonly found in most available electric cars today. Instead, the car is equipped with a hydrogen tank and supercapacitors, which, unlike batteries, have a small weight and work efficiently in extreme temperatures. The Hyperion has a power output of 1,500 horsepower and weighs less than 2,300 pounds. This allows it to accelerate to 60 miles per hour in 2.2 seconds. The car can be refueled in less than 5 minutes, and a full tank is enough for 1,016 miles. This is much more than any modern electric car available on the market today. The manufacturer plans to produce only 300 of these hypercars. The price of the Hyperion is currently unknown. The world's highest jumping robot. The world record for human high jump is 8 feet, while the white-tailed jackrabbit, an animal, can jump up to 16 feet. However, robots have recently been able to reach heights of 100 feet. Scientists from the University of California have developed a device that is 3 times better than the previous achievement for machines. The device uses a rotary motor and an original spring mechanism, 4 elastic carbon fibers that are heavily bent with rubber bands and a tension cable. When the tension becomes strong enough, the latch on the upper end of the cable is released. This leads to a sharp weakening of the rubber bands and the robot's upward jump. Currently, scientists are optimizing the robot to make it capable of jumping even higher. Sigma 6. Quickly changing the functional purpose of a drone from cargo to passenger? Nothing could be easier. Introducing the Sigma 6 vertical takeoff electric airplane. This innovative glider from ASX has interchangeable modules, cargo and passenger. For quick capsule replacement, the drone is equipped with a functional skateboard robot. When the Sigma 6 lands, the capsules detach from the glider and roll on a small autonomous electric skateboard chassis with full drive. The same skateboard robots can lift and move the entire plane if necessary. And this is not just a project. The company has already tested this ground logistics system and was quite satisfied with the result. Another feature of the Sigma 6 is the ability to quickly replace the batteries, which are built into the same capsules. If the battery in the drone runs out, simply replace the capsule and keep flying. One battery is enough for 150 miles of flight. CUDA jet. Some of us probably dream of swimming as fast as Zohan from the movie You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Fortunately, today's technologies might just allow us to do this. The CUDA Jet underwater jetpack is designed for fans of extreme water sports and can move at a speed of up to 11 kilometers per hour. For comparison, the highest swimming speed set at the Olympic competitions is only 9 kilometers per hour. You can regulate the speed of the pull with the help of a special button, while the turns are controlled by the swimmer himself. The battery lasts for 25 minutes and it takes an hour and a half to fully charge. CUDA Jet also has fastening belts which can be simply regulated by size. Besides, the overall weight of this jetpack is only 13 kilograms, and this makes it even more convenient than sea scooters and other underwater gadgets. A tilt-rotor aircraft is an aircraft capable of vertical takeoff and landing like a helicopter, while horizontal flight is performed in airplane mode. Such aircraft have been used in the US military for quite some time now. Now, a revolution is brewing in commercial aviation as well. The world's first commercial aircraft of this type is the AW609, which recently made its first flight. The AW609 features a composite fuselage and wings, an advanced glass cockpit, and a full set of modern avionics with digital controls. The aircraft is propelled by 26-foot diameter 3-bladed propellers. The AW609's payload capacity is 8.37 tons. The tilt-rotor aircraft is designed to carry 9 to 12 passengers at a speed of up to 317 miles per hour for up to 860 miles. New Holland T7. As scientists claim, in the next 20 years, methane may increase the global warming process by 80 times more than CO2. The main source of methane emissions is the liquid manure from farms. That is why proper disposal of such waste is extremely important for all humanity. The first step towards this goal was taken by the Dutch company New Holland Agriculture, which presented the T7 tractor, which runs on fuel made from cow manure. The technology for producing such fuel is as follows. Liquid manure is collected in large tanks, where it is transformed into biogas with a high content of methane using microorganisms. The resulting gas is purified and converted into biomethane, which can be used as fuel. As for the characteristics of the T7 tractor in terms of power, it is no less competitive than its diesel counterparts. Nitinol. Most likely, you would have seen the movie The Martian, and you most likely remember the scene where the main character rides a Mars rover on the surface of the red planet to upbeat music. However, in reality, it's not as simple as it appears in the movies. Wheels are the most vulnerable part of such a machine. In the atmospheric conditions of Mars, they quickly get cut by sharp stones. To give them the necessary strength, NASA specialists made them from a special material called nitinol. This is an ally of titanium and nickel. This material is characterized by its shape memory property. When small deformations occur, parts made of nitinol can quickly be restored to their original shape. In case of serious damage, the material can be heated to a temperature of 752 degrees Fahrenheit, and its shape will be restored. Tests for the new tires are already being conducted. Recently, information also surfaced that a bicycle with wheels made using NASA technology may soon appear on the market. Many of you are surely fans of Formula One car racing. But what if such races were not held on the ground but in the air? The company Alada Aeronautics has also given this some thought and developed the first piloted racing aircraft, the Airspeeder Mark IV. The novelty is an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. As the developers claim, in the future, it will be able to reach a speed of 223 miles per hour in just 30 seconds. In addition to speed, the main feature of the Airspeeder Mark IV is the presence of a hydrogen turbo generator, which serves to power the batteries and engines. The design of the Airspeeder Mark IV is inspired by Formula One cars, with a monocoque made of carbon fiber, sporty air intakes, front and rear wings. The predicted range of the aircraft is more than 186 miles, and its takeoff weight is 2,094 pounds. It is planned that we will be able to witness the first championship of airborne Formula One as soon as the year 2024. Volar. Have you ordered an air taxi? This could be a relevant question in the next decade. And it's not science fiction. Recently, Bellwether Industries built and tested one of the most futuristic prototypes of an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft called Volar. Test flights of the two-seat flying car prototype took place in Dubai. The vehicle made several unmanned flights at an altitude of 13 feet and a speed of 25 miles per hour. Those who saw the machine in person say they felt like they had traveled to the future. It looks so futuristic. Developers claim that the vehicle will fly at a speed of 135 miles per hour at an altitude of up to 3,000 feet and have a payload of over 1,300 pounds. It is expected that the number of seats will increase to 4 in the future. One battery charge will be enough for 90 minutes of flight, and the flying car should be on sale within the next 5 years. Sticky. Once again, let's turn our attention to comic book heroes. This time, we're looking at Spider-Man, or more specifically, a Gecko Man. Stanford University students conducted tests on the sticky wall climbing system. Using adhesive pads on their hands and feet, a 154-pound volunteer was able to climb a glass wall to a height of 12 feet. The sticky construction involves the same principles used by geckos when they move along walls and ceilings. Each glove has 24 adhesive pads with a combined area of 21.7 square inches. At the moment of contact with a surface, the pads are not yet sticky. The adhesive force is generated after a load is applied. To remove the stickiness, it is enough to remove the load. This property of the material allows for attachment and detachment with minimal energy expenditure. Currently, synthetic adhesive pads only work on smooth surfaces such as plastic and glass, but scientists are actively working on improving the design. Leonardo. The idea of a robot that can move along a rope, ride a skateboard, and fly may sound like a concept from science fiction. But such a robot is very real. Leo is a bipedal robot that has motors for stability like a drone. In addition to improving stability while walking on a slack line and during skateboard rides, the steering devices allow the machine to take to the air and fly. The team of creators says that someday Leo will be able to apply his abilities in robotic missions that are difficult for ground or air robots, drones, or humans. The creators did not say when Leo will be available for commercial use or how much it will cost. When you deal with considerable cargo, you should be ready for some spine and back issues. Or you can simply use this new invention. EvoBot is a dynamically stable system based on the principle of reverse pendulum. Whereas previous designs were limited to simple tasks such as pushing and pulling cargo items, EvoBot has gone one step further. Unlike casual robots, EvoBot constantly maintains balance, and this allows it to move on a rough surface, including hillsides and slopes. You can use this robot as part of a module system in almost any niche, from logistics and shipping processes to warehouse loading and unloading routines. This makes EvoBot a reliable helper for men. Yet, if you are just like this guy, probably EvoBots will just bother you. Sightful Spacetop. You can think of this device as the laptop with the biggest screen worldwide. Yes, we're not kidding you. It's a real technological breakthrough. Visually, Spacetop looks like your casual laptop's bottom part. It also has a keyboard, a touchpad, and various electronics inside it. But there is one feature it has which makes it stand out from other laptops. This feature is Nreal AR goggles which are connected to the system. When you wear this gear, you can see a giant floating screen right in front of you. The high-definition display can encompass up to 100 inches or 254 centimeters. And this is the most convenient option when working with multiple applications. With its characteristics, Sightful Spacetop doesn't yield the standard laptops. Moreover, it allows you to work on a giant virtual screen anywhere you want it. Robot Sweater. A good number of people at some point in their lives had a granny knitting socks and sweaters for them. So it seems that someone's granny scaled up her skills and knitted a sweater for a robot. Okay, jokes aside, it's just the fruit of the labor of scientists who provided robots with touch abilities in this way. The upper hand and lower layers in this sweater are made of casual nylon threads, which also have stripes of metal fiber between them placed with a certain step. As long as no pressure is applied to the robot sweater, the two metal layers are separated from each other. But as soon as they touch, the circuit closes, producing an electric signal. In real life, when using it, a robot can instantly react and stop moving, or vice versa. You can teach robots to react in a certain way when touched. You can make the most innovative robot Amica even more emotional when you dress it up in the sweater. Sharrow MX3. One of the most unpleasant aspects of motorboats is the noise and vibrations from the propeller's operation. Introducing Sharrow Marine, an innovative looped propeller that you've likely never seen before. Instead of traditional blades, this propeller has unique loops that don't create turbulence during operation, resulting in almost total elimination of noise and vibrations. Tests have shown that the efficiency of a motor with the Sharrow propeller increases by 9 to 15%. Just imagine, your boat motor will burn 9 to 15% less fuel, and your boat or yacht will travel faster. In addition, while each blade of a traditional propeller provides one surface area, each Sharrow loop provides two. As a result, the vessel is better controlled and can glide on the water at lower engine speeds. Eco Rocket. Do you believe that a steam-powered rocket could reach an altitude of 137 miles and achieve a speed of 17,709 miles per hour? It seems like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's a reality. Introducing the unique and environmentally friendly Eco Rocket, whose first two stages use steam as a propellant. The reusable first stage will use battery-powered steam propulsion to deliver the second stage to an altitude of 24,600 feet. At that altitude, the second stage will be launched to continue the climb to 164,000 feet. Then, the third stage will separate and the engine will be fired to deliver the rocket to an altitude of 137 miles. Unlike toxic, unreliable, and dangerous solid fuel boosters, the steam rocket is completely safe for both humans and the environment. Eco Rocket will not launch from an expensive spaceport but from water. In the first phase of testing, the rocket will be able to launch satellites weighing up to 22 pounds into orbit. In the second phase, it will be capable of delivering payloads weighing up to 24 tons into orbit. NASA is preparing to launch a spacecraft to a golden asteroid worth $10 quintillion. NASA's spacecraft, named Psyche after the asteroid it intends to visit, is getting ready for its maiden flight. It will be placed on the SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket, which will take it to the asteroid belt. The object that scientists plan to study is asteroid Psyche, which could be the core remnant of an ancient planet from the early days of our solar system. Psyche is mostly composed of pure metals like iron, nickel, and gold, and this cosmic chunk is worth more than the entire global economy of Earth. To reach this object, Psyche will first go into a low Earth orbit and then head to the asteroid belt using solar electric propulsion. 6 years later, after traveling 4 billion kilometers, it will rendezvous with Psyche and set up camp on it for a 26-month mission. This launch will be the first interplanetary mission of the Falcon Heavy rocket, laying the foundation for future journeys to Mars. The history of the computer keyboard began back in the 19th century, when the first typewriter was invented. Later, the familiar QWERTY layout was devised. And now, we have reached the point where the keyboard is combined with a touchscreen. The Flux keyboard is essentially an IPS display with full HD resolution that houses key switches on a magnetic suspension. An interesting feature of Flux is that you can completely change the keyboard's design in a special program on your computer. You can alter the placement of letters or language, and it will be displayed right on the keys. You can even replace the entire keyboard with emojis. Why not? The new keyboard has already successfully completed its Kickstarter campaign and will soon be available for purchase worldwide. Let's get back to the topic of space. The aerospace division of the Amazon founder, called Sierra Space, is developing an extraterrestrial business center called Orbital Reef. which will cater to the business needs of entrepreneurs beyond Earth. Orbital Reef looks like a typical on-ground business center, but it will be built in space. It will have office spaces where employees can work together, sleeping rooms for resting after work, lounges to relax or socialize, and a space park where people can still enjoy nature while being away from home. Business people will travel to the station on a hypersonic spaceplane called Dream Chaser, which is also being developed by Amazon right now. So it's time to start your own business to have your chance to visit the Orbital Reef too. Did you know that energy grids are unstable throughout the day? This happens because the demand and production of electricity constantly fluctuate, leading to an unstable energy system. To stabilize the grid, a system based on ARIS, Advanced Rail Energy Storage, can help. It involves using rail trains to store energy. These trains consist of railway carts that lift concrete blocks to the tops of hills. They are powered by electricity from the grid during times of low energy demand. During peak hours, the cars release the stored potential energy by descending the slopes. As they move downhill, they convert this potential energy into kinetic energy, and then into electricity using regenerative braking. The company claims that this system can achieve an impressive 80% energy production efficiency. Each train can supply a constant power output for up to 8 hours. Today, the construction market faces fierce competition. The only way to secure contracts is by reducing service costs. And guess what? The solution is to replace people with robots. That's precisely what happened on one of the construction sites in the Chinese city of Foshan. The machines used there can apply wallpapers, different coatings inside and outside buildings, and deliver construction materials to the work area. Surprisingly, the final results are not inferior and sometimes even surpass the work of skilled builders. Automation proves to be the most cost-effective option, as it reduces expenses while meeting customer expectations. These robots don't require a salary, never get tired, and minimize errors. It's highly likely that such innovative solutions will soon gain popularity worldwide, but let's not rush things. Do you want to step into a new era of civilization on Earth? That's exactly what the Chinese company GAC Group offers you with their creation, the futuristic transportation vehicle called Gove. It allows you to travel on both land and air. The vehicle consists of 2 parts that can operate together or separately. There's a one-person passenger capsule mounted on a 4-wheel chassis. During takeoff, the unmanned aircraft deploys 6 legs, each equipped with 2 propellers. The vehicle's proprietary autopilot enables the bottom part to autonomously drive to a charging station. The flying part of the vehicle also operates in unmanned mode. However, the technical specifications of Gove have not been disclosed yet. At this point, it's just a concept, but it has already completed its first test flight outside the manufacturer's headquarters. Unlike the previous invention, the world's first electric hyper-scooter, Apollo Pro is designed exclusively for ground travel. Why hyper? Well, it comes equipped with a pair of 1.2 kilowatt motors, providing a combined 2.4 kilowatt hours of full drive power and a maximum speed of 46 miles per hour. Thanks to its massive 30 amp hour battery, it boasts an impressive range of 62 miles on a single charge. The design of this scooter is equally remarkable. Unlike other scooters, Apollo Pro features a unique steering mechanism, ensuring excellent stability and allowing riders to navigate without holding onto the handlebars. Additionally, the scooter has perimeter lighting that emits bright white light during movement and red lights while braking. It also comes with front and rear lights as well as turn signals. The price of this transportation marvel is $3,499. The French company Colas has invented and implemented an innovative road marking consisting of LED panels. As a pedestrian approaches such a sign, special sensors activate it, enhancing the visibility of the marking during nighttime and cloudy weather. The panels are removable. They can be easily disassembled and installed in another location. The entire system is designed for long-term use, can withstand heat and cold as well as the mechanical load of passing vehicles. The brightness and other parameters of the LEDs can be adjusted through a special smartphone application. Colas technology has already been successfully tested in various locations in France and has sparked the interest of governments in many EU countries. Over time, the power of an electric car's batteries becomes insufficient to propel the vehicle, and expensive disposal becomes necessary. For this reason, B2U Storage Solutions, a startup, has found a new purpose for these batteries. Now, the batteries that were once installed in electric vehicles with well-known brand names contribute to California's energy system. Old electric car batteries can be charged up to 85% of their original capacity and used as an additional energy storage system. This significantly reduces the cost of storing electricity generated from solar and wind stations. According to the company's management, they have access to 1,300 used electric vehicle batteries. All of them are connected to a solar power station located in the city of Lancaster, California. Although the technology is still in its early stages of development, it has the potential to utilize millions of used batteries in the future. Continuing the topic of electric vehicles, let us tell you about the portable modular charging system for them, ZipCharge GoHub. The station features a modular design and flexible dimension, allowing it to be used in various locations. It can be a parking lot near office buildings or in residential areas. The system is available in two variants, with 5 or 10 portable charging units. Both variants easily fit into a standard parking space. They can also be installed on sidewalks or near areas where electricity is already available. Through GoHub, the charging units will be available for rent 24/7. When a user approaches the designated compartment, the structure's door automatically opens. The user then retrieves the charging unit, brings it to their vehicle, and connects it. Once the charging process is complete, the user returns the portable charger back to the compartment. The use of green energy technologies is relevant not only for land transportation, but also for water transport. A shining example of this is the kite called Seawing, developed by the French company Airseas. This airborne kite has a surface area of 1,640 feet. Thanks to its large surface area, the kite provides additional thrust, reducing the load on the ship's main engine. According to the developers, this airborne kite can reduce fuel consumption and carbon emissions by 20%. The company also claims that its sail technology can be easily installed on any vessel, with the process taking only a few days. The invention is already being successfully tested on the cargo ship Via de Bordeaux, which delivers aircraft components across the Atlantic Ocean. This system represents the first step before implementing the full-scale serial version of the kite, which will have a surface area of 3,280 feet. Finding areas for solar panel installation is becoming increasingly challenging. Moreover, such structures often occupy fertile land. An innovative solution to these problems comes from Voltalia, with their agroelectric station called Cabanon. This system allows for the cultivation of agricultural crops and simultaneous generation of green electricity on a single plot of land. The solar panels are positioned at a height of approximately 15 feet, serving as protection for the crops against extreme weather conditions. The system's characteristics also enable easy access for machinery involved in the crop growing process. The station also has the capacity to generate up to 3 megawatts of power, which is sufficient to meet the electricity needs of over 4,000 people. The entire complex occupies an area of 4.5 hectares, and the project implementation cost amounts to approximately 700,000 euros. What technology, in your opinion, is the most promising? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There's a lot more interesting information from the world of technology coming your way.